Even though there was a lot of cliches in this episode, I thought this episode was just so adorable! I love it! I love this episode so much. It had the fan service, enough fan service that didn't distract the audience. It had the beautiful animation from Shaft that really had its own style this episode. It didn't feel nothing like Monogatari or Bakemonogatari. It actually had its own unique design like the sparkles! And I really did enjoy the cutesy moments with all the characters and the comedy antics with them. Okay, so one of my favorite moments, downright my favorite moment of this episode, is when you see all the characters actually playing Trump together, and you see Raku about to take a card out of Onodera's hand. He's like, ah! He switches hands, and it's like, it's just so freaking cute, the way her face expression just changes back and forth, and he's like, you're so easy to read. I feel like Shaft couldn't have made these scenes any better than they possibly did, because I really felt the life in the characters, the way they were animated just really takes on an entirely different personality in this series, and I enjoyed this episode for that. Shaft really knows how to animate scenes when it really must count. And all in all, this entire episode had some really good design to it, especially the way the pacing was of it, the way the actual atmosphere of it was, the romance feels, the actual all-around just the situations. Even though there were some cliches in this episode, I did enjoy every different aspect of it. Let's talk about the beginning, for instance. The entire bus ride scene, that was awkward as hell. That was so cute, adorable, but at the same time, I was like, oh my god, when you just see Raku just surrounded by nothing but the female cast each on his shoulder, and you see Onodera to his right, and you got freaking Chitoge to his left, and when you see Rui when they're turning, he's like, ooh, ooh, and pushes them into each other is just so freaking awesome. The way her cutesy voice just pops up, and the way she's pushing Onodera into Raku really just got me smiling the entire episode. I love Nisekoi so much. It may not be the best, I guess, romance series of all time, but it definitely stands out, and it's definitely probably one of the greatest animation artwork pieces of this anime season, and I feel like that's why I love it. Maybe it's just because I'm a big fanboy of Shaft, but I feel like this episode and this series in a whole is doing the right direction, even for my personal standards. I feel like I am enjoying this, even though this some of the episodes of Nisekoi have had a little bit of rocky, shaking footing. All in all, this episode really had a decent form of character development. Let me talk about that. We get our suspicions confirmed. Most likely Chitoge is the promised girl. I mean, we get to find out that Raku has a scar on his forehead. Chitoge finds out. We get to see the key pop up. Raku sees the key. It's all pretty much at this basic point pointing towards Chitoge being the promised girl of Raku. Because now we have Chitoge remembering that a boy protected her from a dog when she was in the past and got a scar on his forehead. Raku has a scar, and he said it was something to do with an animal he can't remember properly. So, pretty much all the stories seem to be fitting together. And, honestly, this is my major question. For this to be a shonen manga series, a shonen romance manga series, I highly doubt it would be this easy to figure out who the true promised girl is. What exactly if they're just trying to throw us off the scent? Throw us off to the actual who the real main girl is. I mean, all of us fought, and even I did, I thought it was going to be Onodera that was going to be the major girl. But now it's looking towards, like, maybe it's Chitoge. She may be the main girl, but I got a feeling that there's something else going on here. Did Raku make multiple promises with other girls in his entire childhood? I have no clue. Like I said, I don't read the manga, but these are my entire theories coming to light here. If Raku, for some reason, let's just say this, he seems to not remember majority of his 10 years ago in his past, okay? If they use a cliche antic of saying he lost his memory or something happened, he bumped his head, or he made promises with all these different form of girls and as the same person and they just can't remember each other's faces, I'm gonna be one pissed off individual. I'm gonna be honest here, right now, but if that doesn't happen, I'll be extremely happy. But let's say if it does happen, I guess I could look past it to a certain extent, but I would be questioning how Raku could actually forget so many different faces of major important romance promises. So this is my theory is exactly what most likely would happen. Nisekoi is only going to be having 20 episodes. I mean, usually when we see Shonen Jump, you know, manga get turned into an anime, we see it going on for hundreds of episodes. Yes, I love long series like Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach, but sometimes they go on for too long and it really destroys the value out of the characters and the way the plot really should be pointed towards. So I give props to Shaft for trying to end this series at least 20 episodes, or at the very least trying to end the first season in 20 episodes. I feel like all around this series has had a very good progression of its episodes, and I'm enjoying the pacing of it. One of my other favorite moments of this episode, though, was definitely Claude. The way Claude's face just went freaking all demonic, and you see him getting massaged in the chair. It's like, ah, I'll make you the peeping Tom. Just so freaking awesome. I love Claude so much. He's such an amazing fucking badass character, the way he acts. Now, let's talk about the fan service of this episode. We had the spa episode. episode. What is with Anime Today and spa episodes? Freaking Zvezda plot had it, and so did freaking Nisekoi today. I don't understand, but let's look past that entire coincidence. This spa episode, I have to say, was very enjoyable. Even though there was nothing unique towards it, I guess, I was actually very shocked by the development of Chitoge's character. Usually in, like, some form of romance antics with, you know, this type of comedy, you would see the main female character, or any female character, hit our main male character for accidentally being inside of the spa bath. But Chitoge did a mature way about it. Completely took me back the way her character design was, and she actually was mature about it and tried to hide Raku. Even though usually that's how the actual type of cliches of spa episodes lead into, I like the way it was handled right off the beginning, and it definitely had a different type of feel to the episode. So I enjoy it. I enjoy this entire conclusion of the episode. I can't wait for the next episode, Nisekoi, because I really love this episode a lot. Tell me your feelings on it. Did you enjoy this episode? What was your favorite moment? What do you think about the cutesy animation? What do you think about the Trump game with Onodera, Chitoge, and everybody's stakes on the line of not revealing their actual first love? You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.